Hi, friends. How are you? So, I've been thinking about you, and what do you think about life? What do you think about how life is going for you? What do you think about what you want out of life? What do you think about the impact that you're making in this life, right, with other people? And I have come to learn, just even in the past decade, how incredible and important personal development is. Now, personal development can be achieved in a various amount of ways, right? But I think one of the ways we often recognize is just by reading, right? Being an avid learner of life. And yet, what I've realized is that a lot of the times we don't really prioritize this eager, reading pace or learning just through books. And so a couple summers ago, I actually did an audio, if you will, for a few of my leaders, and it went really well. Just the encouragement that they gained, the way that they had a shift in perspective, and just kind of what we all got out of that summer. So I actually want to do something a little different in this space, and I want to do an aspect of personal development along with you. Now, I recognize that we don't all, prioritize, again, early morning reading or reading before bed. But a lot of the times we go through our day and we listen to things. And so what would it mean to you if you could listen to something that would not only encourage you and put you in a different headspace, but also would really just give you good things to think about, or maybe just not only new perspective, but new ideas of what you could run with and improve your life, whether that be at home, with your family, or at work, or just going about your day. So I don't know if you have heard of The Energy Bus by John Gordon, but I love this read. So I am just going to break this up. You do not have to stare at my face. This is just a platform. Facebook is going to allow me to read aloud to whoever wants to join. And then I'm going to make it even simpler and my plan is to put it in a YouTube playlist. That way you can literally just go one to the other. So this first one is actually just the intro. It's pre any chapters. And then my plan is to come back in a few hours and do chapter 1. Now again, go at your own pace. Listen at your own pace. This is all about you. But if I could challenge you, could I challenge you to just listen to maybe 5 or 10 minutes a day? Maybe stick an earbud in and do some dishes. Or again, an earbud and fold some laundry. Or it's always going to be clean language in this space. So you could even play it in the car as you ride, to school with your kids or on a road trip. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in. Again, this is The Energy Bus. I think you will really enjoy it. So give it a few chapters and see what you think. And I hope you're along for the entire ride. No pun intended. Okay, maybe a little bit. The foreword, which is actually written by Ken Blanchard. In many of the seminars, I begin by asking people to stand up and do 2 things. First, I ask them to greet other people as if they are unimportant. After an initial chuckle or two, there's a dull hum as everyone walks around trying to ignore each other. Then I stop them and I ask them to continue to greet people, but this time, do it as if the people they are greeting are long-lost friends they're glad to see. The room erupts with laughter and the volume rises as people run around smiling, hugging, and chatting with each other. When the people in the audience sit down, I ask them, why do you think I had you do those 2 things, besides the fact that I'm from California? After the audience laughs, I tell them that the answer is positive energy. To run a successful organization, I say, you must learn to manage people's energy, including your own. When was there more energy in the room? During the first activity or the second? Of course, everyone shouts out, the second. What did I do to change the energy in the room? I ask. Then I answer. All I did was change your focus from a negative thought to a positive thought. And the energy of the room increased tenfold. What I just described to you is why I'm excited about John Gordon and the Energy Bus. Every morning you have a choice. Are you going to be a positive thinker or a negative thinker? Positive thinking will energize you. When you get to work, you have another choice. You can catch people doing things right, or you can catch them doing things wrong. Guess which of those 2 activities energizes people more? If you want to fuel your family, your career, your team, and your organization with spirit, read this book. John's energy and advice will leap off the page and help you cultivate positive energy in everything you do. And you will make the world a better place for your having been here. Thanks, John, for pumping us up and making sure we get on the right bus. Disclaimer, I may be a natural cheerleader at heart, so I'm super excited about the energy bus for us. All right, the acknowledgements. And you know what? I really thought about leaving these out, but I love the first portion and I highlighted in every section. So actually, I'm not going to read the acknowledgements. I didn't highlight there, so let's skip that. Author's note. It's fun to look back at your life and see how certain events led to where you are right now. Like the inspiration to write this book. I was traveling on a 28-city book tour for my first book, Energy Addict, 101 Ways to Energize Your Life, when I met an actual bus driver who took me from the Denver rental car lot to the airport. The bus driver not only had the biggest smile I had ever seen, but dispensed life-changing wisdom that truly impacted me. The bus driver embodied the positive energy I was traveling the country talking about. I wrote an article about this meeting in my weekly e-newsletter called 10 Rules for the Ride of Your Life, and was inundated with enthusiastic responses calling it the best newsletter yet. Then, one day, while taking a walk, the idea and story for this book just literally jumped into my head. And once I started writing, I couldn't stop. The words flowed through me, and now you are holding this book. So it is my pleasure to invite you on the Energy Bus. As we take a short, fun, meaningful journey together, I hope you use this book not only to fuel your life, work, and team with positive energy, but also to enjoy the ride of your life. After all, the goal in life is to live young, have fun, and arrive at your final destination as late as possible with a smile on your face. Because this would mean that you truly enjoyed the ride. I'd like to also give credit to the following people and work for inspiring certain ideas in this book. Words from the Energy Bus children's book were inspired by Richard Bach, the author of Illusions, and Jonathan Livingston Seagull, who said, "You are never given a wish without the power to make it come true." The positive energy formula was formed or inspired by the formula E plus R equals, I think it says 0, it might be an O, which Jack Canfield, author of the Success Principles, shared with me. The information from the energy book referred to in this story is from my book, The 10-Minute Energy Solution. The story about Abraham Lincoln waiting for Civil War battle reports to come in was inspired by an audio recording from Jim Collins, author of Good to Great. But while Jim Collins also talks about getting the right people on the bus, the idea for this book was my own. I learned about the airplane design study for rule number 9 from Lori Beth Jones and her book, Jesus, CEO. Research about the energy of the heart was from the Institute of Heart Math, www.heartmath.org. They are doing phenomenal and innovative work. Joy's bus was number 11 for a reason. It's a special number to me. I'm sending positive energy your way. John, again, the author, John Gordon of the Energy Bus. Introduction. Positive energy. It's a term being talked about a lot more frequently in conference rooms, classrooms, locker rooms, and even living rooms. Perhaps it's because there is an abundance of new research that shows that positive people, positive communication, positive interactions, and positive work and team cultures produce positive results. Or perhaps, at a deeper level, we all know that every person, every career, every company, every organization, every family, and every team will have to overcome negativity, adversity, and challenges to define themselves and create success. No one goes through life untested, and the answer to these tests is positive energy. Not the rah-rah cheering kind of positive energy, although there certainly is a time and a place for that as well. But rather, when I talk about positive energy, I'm referring to the optimism, trust, enthusiasm, love, purpose, joy, passion, and spirit to live, work, and perform at a higher level, to build and lead successful teams, to overcome adversity in life and at work, to share contagious energy with employees, colleagues, and customers, to bring out the best in others and in yourself, and to overcome all the negative people whom I call energy vampires, and negative situations that threaten to sabotage your health, family, team, and success. Positive energy is very real, and in my work with thousands of leaders, salespeople, teams, coaches, organizations, teachers, athletes, moms, dads, and even children, I have witnessed the amazing power of positive energy. I have seen principals turn their schools around and enhance morale. Leaders have told me how they used my strategies to help their employees and teams become more successful. Cancer survivors have told me how they won with a positive attitude. Athletes have shared how they've overcome adversity to reach their goal. Hardworking employees have emailed me and told me countless stories of promotions and accomplishments at work. And one mom even called to tell me a story about her son Joshua, who, after hearing that his mom and dad were getting a divorce, said he was going to try to be strong and positive through it all, because positive people live longer, happier, and healthier lives. It turns out Joshua remembered what I had said to him a year earlier when I spoke at his school about the importance of positive energy. Not only was I touched, but I was deeply inspired. People like Joshua inspire me to write about and share positive energy because deep down, I know it matters and I know it works. My hope is that you will use this book to cultivate positive energy in your own life and career, and then share it with your colleagues, customers, organization, team, friends, and family. I'm confident that when you apply the principles in this book, you'll find greater happiness, enhanced success, higher performance, inspired teamwork, and significant results. While this fable takes place in a business setting, please know that this book was written for everyone. We are all part of a team, and every member of our team, whether it's our work team, sports team, family team, church team, or school team, can benefit from the 10 simple, powerful rules shared in this book. After all, positive people and positive teams produce positive results, and the essential ingredient is positive energy. Join me on the next one for Chapter 1. If there are any questions or comments, I will address them down below. Bye.